I will talk about urban infrastructure and smart cities. All the welcome and vote of thanks and all that already happened, so I just start with the stuff now. Broadly, it's kind of our experience, my experience, you can say, I'm going to talk about. And it's very hard stuff, like hardware. It's really about construction, moving men, materials, that's the kind of stuff. And it's a kind of nice, you can say, counter position to the electronic stuff. But this also is very relevant. The areas in the smart cities that we are active in is this urban mobility, what I refer to as a trans-mobility kind of solution. Then there's also affordable housing, which we are very active in, but I don't have time to present it today. We are also kind of active in this health area, that is particularly in terms of prefab modular hospitals. And the fourth one is education. We have built a lot of, you can say, sports stadia, and now we are sort of aggressively pushing for hostels, nice hostels. Okay, that's the idea. See, trans-mobility, in that, my kind of personal experience, I talk to you particularly. What we talk about is any urban infra, urban transport particularly, starts typically in an airport terminal or in a railway station. So I'll just briefly talk to you about that kind of stuff. See, we did the Mumbai airport, by the way. This is the Terminal 2. And it's an interesting project because it was in a existing running airport. It was a 33-acre roof to be built with a laydown area of only 0.75 acres. It was really considered as one of the most challenging projects probably done in the country. Also, it's one of the largest roofs. And if any of you have seen that airport, you realize that it's an extraordinary achievement for India. And it's a very, very good architectural kind of dramatic thing. There was a design and build element involved in it. And our scope was actually to build the roof. You know, there's a lot of other stuff that was done on that, but our scope was the roof. It is the largest steel roof in India, as I said, very complex structure, and made more complex by the virtue of the construction methodology that had to be done. Roof area, as I said, is 31 plus acres. Is a height about 42 meters from the ground, in which this has to be built. See, typically all airport roofs, if you find, you have a problem. That the departure level slab, above that comes a roof. But when you're talking about very large slabs, you cannot run a crane on top of the departure level slab. So from day one, you have to think about innovation, you have to think about construction engineering, and you have to then go back to do structural engineering, connection design, member design, with that in mind. So you have to have the end inside, how you're going to build, before you can even design the structure or engineer the structure. So it had very large cantilevers, by the way, cantilevers which are quite astonishing even in, in many contexts. 25 plus meters. During construction, there was even a cantilever of 40 meters. So these are quite large, spans up to 64 meters in one direction. We had a total tonnage of about 21,000 tons of steel, which is reasonably a large, or very large, I could say, from an Indian perspective. It had a unique erection system. In fact, we won this project on the basis of the erection system. The challenge here, as I told you, we had a 0.75 acre laydown area, and we had to build a 33-acre roof in a running airport. It is actually, it's like doing some kind of operation on a marathon runner who refused to stop running, It was like that. So it was a very challenging project in many ways. And the work that was done was quite interesting, and it was featured in Discovery Channel. So some of you guys might want to sort of Google and get the thing. But I will show you just snippets of it, just so to give you the drama involved in it. So we actually had to build pods. There are about 30 pods in this. Each pod weighs 270 tons. We had to build a temporary bridge, which you see here. It's not a permanent work, it's a temporary bridge designed to span 55 meters and take a point load of 270 tons, which is equivalent of building a bridge across, let us say, the Krishna River without a span in the middle. It's a very, very heavy duty kind of structure. So this was done, and this temporary work, of course, belongs to us. It's not part of the permanent work. And just the depth of this truss, the temporary truss, is 5.5 meters. Then we had a complete bogie system on which the pod was actually assembled. And you had a driver, you had a bogie which was about 10.5 meters by 10.5 meters. It had a hydraulic system, it had a push-pull cylinder in the front, it had skid rollers. We actually had to move these pods into position. And these are gigantic pods. These are actually 34 meters by. You see many of the pods have been erected. Now the pod is under construction. You see the pod moving across? That's actually 100 feet by 100 feet. It's like moving maybe I think it's 16 meters tall, 34 meters, is equivalent of, let us say, a 5 or 6 story building, weighing 270 tons, which has to be moved into position. These are snippets from the Discovery Channel. I'll just show you our own video, just to get a scale of what the pod is. You see that person standing there, there's a zoom out of this pod. You get an idea how big this pod actually becomes. And you also can see the bogie down there. Inside the bogie, I had a generator, I had a hydraulic system, I had push-pull cylinders, skid rollers, you name it. It was all there, and we were monitoring wind, everything. See what I'm trying to get across here? See, you see the actual movement happening. So it only took 1 hour to cross, by the way. The challenge actually is applying engineering. See, engineering is the secret. If you want to know what the secret sauce in it is engineering. And engineering as in intelligent engineering. Not artificial intelligence, real intelligence. Okay, what comes from here? That is the most important, because these are all one-off events. It's not like repetitive. In repetitive, artificial intelligence starts to make sense. But when you have a one-off kind of thing, and most infrastructure you need to build requires this kind of approach. I also want to very briefly dwell upon the Delhi airport, which was done earlier by us. This was done in 2009 we completed. That's also very large, by the way. It's 22 acres of roof, quite an extraordinary structure. There the challenges are of completely different kind. There again we had a very large air side and a land side. We had about 8,000 tons of steel, not such a large kind of thing. And there we lifted 1.5 acre segments using 16-point synchronous lifts. And that was quite challenging. See, all you guys, particularly civil engineers, will realize if you start lifting anything by more than 3 points, you start to introduce distortion. So we were lifting with 16 points in single point, and each of these lifts were weighing 670 tons. So single lift kind of things. We use this span jack and lifting cover. Here what we did, we assembled the structure on the departure level slab next to the column, lifted into position, laterally moved it, lowered it back. Why I'm bringing these points across is, building is really the biggest challenge, not designing. Designing, if you are thinking of just designing in the normal sense, it is a challenge, no doubt about it. But when you start to think of the entire life cycle right to the end, and then you work backward, then you realize so many points you have to take into consideration right in the beginning. And that is engineering for us. Because we are an engineering school, I can probably and comfortably say that it is engineering for us. So there again, I have a small video just about the lifting. I won't stay too long because we have a paucity of time. What I explained to you, went up to a certain height, tilted, then moved up and laterally moved across. I'll just skip this. On the air side, we had a bigger challenge because there were a lot of other structures above the departure level slab. If you've seen Delhi airport, you'll find. So there we had to pull the structures. Equally challenging, but in a slightly different way, because we were able to build a kind of scaffolding. We had, again, stainless steel skids and stuff like that. We were able to do that. Again, I won't dwell too long on that. The more recent job, we have done the Bangalore airport. If you guys have seen it, it's quite an interesting project. The international standard, free-form surface. I won't dwell too long on this job at all. Now I'll come to my real area, which I'm looking at in terms of what India needs. This is what we refer to as transmobility. The term transmobility we use to represent the billions of journeys that are happening in the country at any given point of time. That's why we use the word transmobility. And our experience actually started about 10 years ago when I went to Malaysia. I fell in love with the monorail system. So I kind of built a relationship there with them. And we got a chance to actually, we became consultants for the Mumbai monorail. So it was good and bad. Okay, good because we got a nice job and everything. Bad because later on I realized that this was not necessarily the most appropriate solution. Because only 3 companies in the world who really have this technology. One is Hitachi, the second one is Bombardier, third one is Komi from Malaysia. So it was a kind of, there was a problem with the way it has to be implemented in India. However, this particular project was, and it's about 20 kilometers. Half of it is already running, the other half is also expected to run. We actually brought this technology, by the way, here. And our involvement was quite interesting in terms of the stations and the depot and all that. Based on that, we also submitted a DPR for a Bangalore monorail, which never saw traction, but we did a lot of work on it. And this was about 6 years ago. We did a lot of work and that really sort of taught us what the way things and things like that. And after this, I realized that these are not necessarily the ideal solution. They're very expensive, they're very proprietary, and what India needs is something much, much more futuristic, much more economic, way much more economic, order of magnitude more economical. Because if you look at metro is 200, 250 crores per kilometer, monorail is about 200 crores per kilometer. What can we get at 50 crores per kilometer? This is what my mind started thinking in terms of that. Before I go there, I'll just briefly talk to you about the railway station revolution that's going on in the country. This is very important because these again are urban centers. These are again train stations which are running. It's a similar kind of challenge you have. We did one bridge in Mumbai where they gave us blocks to build the bridge of 60 meter span, column free span. They gave us blocks of 1.5 hours for 6 nights from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. And that's when we had to erect it. So we had to think of ways of doing the erection. So the railway station poses very big challenges. These are some of the stations redevelopment that is going to happen in the future. One you see in the Bijwasan, the other one is at Anand. We have many more stations, 100 plus stations that are going to be redeveloped in the country. Very exciting times in one sense, but at the same time they're not easy to do. So this requires engineering, and one of the things, message I always like to pass to students particularly is engineers, you are trained as engineers. So that means you are fantastic in engineering, you are very good in finance, you are very good in management, you are very good in many things. But what is it, the most challenging thing that you guys are trained for is engineering. If you miss that, I mean, I went to Warangal last month, there was a campus interview going on by Deloitte, I think, fancy salaries. Civil engineers are very tempted, but after my talk, hopefully they haven't, they've changed their mind. It's easy. They'll take you for 2 years, pay you a fantastic salary, make you work really slog, but after 2 years, you have lost your confidence as an engineer. You cease to be an engineer after 2 years. These 2 years are the formative years. Just like in medicine, you have internship, same thing happens in engineering. You have to work for peanuts for 2 years. Then get that confidence. Understand what real world engineering is all about. Then do what you want. This, I believe, is the most important thing. Particularly, I expect or sort of advise students to do this. It's good for you. You don't need fancy money right now. You can live, your parents will take care of you. So it's not necessary. Money is not important. That experience and that exposure to engineering. Okay? The last thing, this is something which is our development. We have two developments. One is called the tram-bus system. The other one is the skywalk system. Basically, what we are talking about in terms of this tram-bus and skywalk is we are talking about a public transport system which is future-looking. It is not a rigid system. It is not like a train. It's not like 8 cars. In a normal 8-car system, what happens is you start from the first point and go to the last point. All through you have 8 cars. But the traffic really is in the middle. The first 1/3, the traffic is low. The last 1/3, the traffic is low. The middle 1/3 is where the traffic is more. So the tram-bus system basically talks about multiple cars which behave like a train, but they are not connected physically to one another. They are connected to one another electronically. They move like a convoy. So where the requirement starts to become more, you have more cars or more vehicles joining. Skywalk is a very simple thing. Basically, it's skywalks, which we have done a lot of, by the way, but where you can also cycle. This is a very critical thing. I remember in school, I used to go cycling to school. I used to cycle about 8 kilometers up and down. Today, I don't have the courage to ask my kids to do that kind of cycling. But we need to get back to cycling. So the only way we can do that, I feel, is this kind of skywalks. I'll just briefly talk about that later. What are the issues? Exponential vehicle growth, bottlenecks, congestion, overcrowding of public transport systems, inadequate pedestrian footpaths, escalating pollution, excessive street parking, narrow congested roads. Everybody knows this. Last mile connectivity missing. Even if you have public transport, invariably you miss the last mile connectivity. Rarely do you have origin destination networks properly defined. So you have to change 1-2 bus. At the end of it, you just give up on it. You either take your motorcycle out or you take your car out and go and add to the problem. What are the traditional solutions? We have come across this a lot. Flyovers, underpasses, subways. All flyovers have exit-entry ramps which are a chaos. They just relocate the congestion. You are creating this kind of antisocial areas under the flyovers. They are mainly road crossings. If you look at dedicated roads and one ways, this is again another trend which is happening in a lot of cities. We think that we can take one lane and dedicate it to, let us say, a cycle path or an auto rickshaw path or bicycle path. But you're just reducing the flow. You cannot dedicate lanes. It just doesn't work like that. If you start doing that, you're reducing, and there's not enough right of way in the first place to start dedicating lanes. In fact, in London, they did this study on an escalator. They had two things. One was they would always keep the right side free, so people could walk up the escalator, and the left side was where people would stand in the escalator. They measured the flow vis-a-vis where they said nobody walks, everybody stands on the escalator. The throughput was way much more. So it just means that you cannot dedicate lanes basically. Lane discipline, intervening of traffic, requires special attention at junctions. Obviously, the moment you come to a junction, you have utter chaos, reduced flow capacity. So these traditional solutions have some problem. Metro is a brilliant solution, no doubt about it. It's a primary spinal system in a tier 1 city, no doubt about it. It's got very high capacity for cities growth. See, Metro has up to 80,000 ppHPD for some of the transportation guys, you'll understand, passenger per hour per direction. Up to 80,000 it can go to. But what are the, and they are very suited ideally for underground corridors. They are doing it up on the air, but it's not really the most advisable thing. What are the drawbacks? One is it's expensive in tier 2 cities. I think you guys are aware that somebody was trying a metro in Vijayawada. It's just too expensive. 250 crores a kilometer, if you're doing 20 kilometers, you're talking about 5,000 crores investment. Large turning radius, lower gradients, requires a feeder dispersal system by itself because it cannot take turns. A turning radius for you, some of you guys might be interested about 150 meters for a metro system, whereas a monorail is 60 meters. But some of the other technology, bus can turn in maybe 20 meters or 25 meters. Okay. What we talk about Trambus is a unique, sustainable public transit system. I believe it's the 21st century. Metro, by the way, was invented in the 19th century, end of 19th century. If you look at New York and Sydney and Paris and all, they built tunnels underground in the late 19th century. Such kind of vision there. We have lost that. There's no point now trying to recreate that. So, in fact, they say in Sydney there's nearly 30% tunnels not yet used. They've already driven it, but they're not yet utilized now. So we look at 21st century, cost-effective, sustainable. First and most important thing, it runs with electric, autonomous vehicles. That means you take the human driver, the human element of it. I saw in one of your slides. It's the most important thing. The most unpredictable is human being, and that's what makes a human being beautiful. But not to drive public transport or vehicles. It makes him beautiful to create, paint, and do many things, one-off things. But any kind of repetitive, routine thing, machine should do it, a robot should do it. So autonomous vehicles is the most important thing. In terms of the piers, you see, traditionally they occupy a lot of space and they're very bulky and all that. We're talking about very lightweight kind of guideways and very slender, so it can run among the foliage. That's what those sketches which we are trying to sort of demonstrate. And double-decker corridors in the place of single-decker. Instead of having two lanes, northbound, southbound, next to each other, we put them one on top of another. Larger spans, fewer piers. See, metro is generally I think 20-25 meters. We are talking about 36 to 40 meters. So it means half the number of piers. Aerial boarding and alighting, obviously. So you don't have the bus running on the ground and one lane is occupied by people standing, the second lane is occupied by the bus standing, there is no other lanes available to pass. Those kind of things can be eliminated. This is here and now problems. This also needs last mile connectivity. I'll tell you why. This again is a primary transport system for a tier 2 city. Like for Vijayawada, this would become primary. For a city like, let's say, Bangalore, this would be a secondary, a feeder dispersal system. But we do need the last mile connectivity. When I say last mile connectivity, what I mean is, you get off the station, you should be able to reach your suburb without getting run over, without wasting time, without getting into pollution and stuff like that. So rolling stock features, I'll just quickly skip this because this is useful, but it basically talks about the same thing which I've already mentioned. One very important thing, these things are going to be pretty much app-based. It will be AI-based. There's no two ways about it. It will be highly dynamic scheduling kind of thing. It may be centralized, it may be even, decentralized, where individual vehicles will keep taking their own decisions, but there is a certain logic built into the whole thing. So that is what we anticipate happening. But pretty much it's electric. The way ahead is electric. Guideway features again, at grade, single decker, I've spoken about this, overtaking lay-by lanes. What is most important? Stations very important again, because stations also as concourses of stations help you cross roads. That's a very important factor. But in terms of construction, prefab, precast, enough has been said, we don't need to say about that, accessway to stations. What I would like to really talk about is, one is the advantages. It's a primary system in tier 2 city, feeder dispersal in tier 1 city, fast and comfortable journeys, high capacity ridership, but very efficient. It is not inefficient, it is efficient. Because when I see a metro running empty, I find that there's no logic to it. That many cars should not have been running. But in this case, that can be organized, reduces congestion, aesthetics, lender structures, minimal land acquisition, multimodal rolling stock. What it means is that I can run cars as long as they follow what we call the Trambus protocol. What is the Trambus protocol? That they become part of the system. You can have your own little car. In fact, the Chief Minister can have his vehicle running through it. Only thing, Chief Minister cannot have a driver. It has to be a driverless system. Only then this can work. The moment you have one driver or one pedestrian crossing the road, there's chaos to be expected. Okay. This sidewalk system is very simple. We have done a bit of this kind of work. It becomes a last mile connectivity, typically from a metro station or a tram station. You have an elevated path, typically a double decker where you have cycling on the top, you have walking below. Sometimes you can even have a single line if there is not that much of traffic and stuff like that. Direct access to metro and tram station. Provide safe cycle and pedestrian path. This is what I am imagining personally. This I see as the future of Indian cities. Because when you see the chaos and when you see what indirectly our generation has done to you guys, that's all I can say. And our generation didn't do it deliberately. Mind you, we never had telephones, we never had mobiles, we never had computers. When I was doing my engineering, there were no computers. You see, so that's where we came from. But we still left a lot of chaos for you. So in some ways, this is how we can undo that kind of chaos. We can easily make this bicycle rental, I mean, I think you were talking about that shared cycle system. Cycle rickshaw, what happened to good old cycle rickshaw? We want the cycle rickshaws to come back. They can run on this. Today you can't run a cycle rickshaw at the ground at all, actually. Running along and across the road. That's what we mean by that. There is one picture there. Yeah. See, if you see this, you are running a skywalk or sidewalk along the road, but you also have these same things going down. So essentially what you are doing, you are making the first floor of buildings equal value as ground floor. In fact, more value than a ground floor. Because in these instances, you can directly get into a building at the first floor level. Hong Kong is like that. We have not invented this. These are all existing solutions. Okay? Single, double decker. This is some of the skywalks we have done, by the way. Many of the skywalks that is there in Hyderabad, that was done by us. I think half of them are dismantled. Many in Bangalore also is done by us. This is just, the typical transverse corridors, let's say for Vijayawada. This is extracted from the web, by the way. This is a metro alignment that has been done. But I understand a lot of DPR work has been done for that. So this is a typical kind of thing what we talk about. Very quickly, importance of engineering. Just 5 minutes I'll just spend on what we do. This is a project in Singapore where we did the engineering for it. These two things are quite sort of well-known structures, you can say, and award-winning and things like that. What is the pillars, what we stand on? One, no doubt, I have emphasized enough, engineering. The second one is manufacturing, you can call it prefabrication if you want, offsite kind of work. Third one is construction. As a matter of fact, all of these things require engineering, but the engineering is really, you can say, the driver for the entire thing. Incidentally, what you see in the back is also done by us. It's a very wacky kind of structure done for TCS in the Siruseri campus. It's quite long, it's 405 meters long, and it's quite complex in terms of the steel work and stuff like that. These are some of the various works we have done. See, we have, I told you, dabbled in affordable housing. We have done a lot of stuff basically just to see what the future holds in store for us. This is a very interesting job we have done in Bombay. Complex as hell. I mean, every member is unique, every node is unique, every glass panel is unique. When I was young, I had the patience to do all that. But of course, all this we did with computer program. By the way, I need to share one thing with you. We are very lazy guys. So much of what you see we have done, we have written computer programs to do. We had a program, even I think I was writing little programs in Commodore 64, sir, in 1984, 85 and all that. This is very early days for India, I mean. And we have all this, whatever you see here. If there is anything which I have to do more than once, I write a program. Incidentally, that project in Singapore, we took 1 month to write the software. After we were able to kill it. Every 5 minutes we were able to get a different iteration. This had to be architected, you want like this, you want like that. You managed to get that up and running. This is our factory, what we have. This is not very far, it's close to Hyderabad. It's quite a nice factory. It's highly sort of automated, it's got robots, it's got CNC machine. But from a construction point of view, it is not a manufacturing widget kind of thing. These are some of the other works, just so that you get to know that, when we talk about urban infrastructure, you must remember, rural infrastructure, they are only buffaloes looking at them from below. urban infrastructure, a lot of people looking at it. So as engineers, we have a responsibility to make the structure look good from everywhere, not just from the top, from below also. So that's a very important. So you cannot use your bridge engineering blindly and apply it to cities, because it's a terrible sin that you're committing. So this just gives you an idea of the kind of elegance that is possible without getting into a kind of knot, you know. You say all the jobs are done better. With this, I would like to end my presentation. I hope I've been in time. I think questions can come later. There are a few more presentations.